A cold pepper can walk into your mouth and convince your brain there is a kitchen fire. No smoke, no flames, just a tiny chemical prankster mashing the same alarm button your body saves for actual heat. And that is where today's little sketchbook emergency begins. Welcome back to Tidbits, and picture this with me. A cozy doodle apartment building called Mouth Apartments. Soft blue walls, calm little tongue residents in slippers, and on the wall, one dramatic red alarm labelled TRPV1. By the end, the chili gremlin, the sprinkler system, and the milk carton cleanup crew will all make sense. That red TRPV1 alarm is not decorative. It is one of your mouth's heat and pain sensors, sitting on nerve endings like a building inspector who has seen one too many unsafe soup incidents. When real heat gets high enough to be dangerous, TRPV1 starts paying attention hard, roughly above 43 degrees Celsius or 109 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you sip soup that is genuinely too hot, that is real smoke in Mouth Apartments. The alarm is supposed to scream. It is trying to get you to stop before tender mouth tissue gets hurt, which, honestly, fair. The tongue tenants would like to keep their security deposit. But once you know the alarm is real, the prank becomes much ruder. Capsaicin, the spicy molecule in chili peppers, fits that TRPV1 alarm button closely enough to set it off without any actual fire. In our little building, a chili-shaped troublemaker tiptoes down the hallway, slaps the big red button, and dives behind a tongue sofa. On the real biology side, capsaicin binds to TRPV1 on pain-sensing nerves, opening the channel so charged particles move and electrical signals shoot toward the brain. The brain receives the memo as fire, heat, problem. Meanwhile, the salsa could be room temperature, sitting there innocently in a ceramic bowl. A cold pepper can make your mouth feel hot because your nerves got pranked, not cooked. And your body, bless its over-prepared little clipboard, believes the memo. So the emergency crews roll in. Sweat shows up like ceiling sprinklers, trying to cool you down even though there is no flame to put out. Blood vessels near the surface widen, which can turn your cheeks into flashing red hallway lights. Your nose may start making extra mucus, like someone opened a tiny evacuation route and forgot to close the door. None of this means your mouth is actually burning. It means the nervous system is taking a false alarm very personally, while the tongue residents are innocent tenants filing noise complaints in triplicate. Here is where the scene gets extra unfair. If it is only a false alarm, why does water so often make the chaos feel louder? Because water is terrible at fighting chilly heat. Capsaicin is hydrophobic, which is the science way of saying it does not mix nicely with water. It prefers fatty, oily surfaces, so in Mouth Apartments it clings to the wallpaper like a greasy little sticker. Then water barges in with a heroic bucket, splashes everywhere, and mostly shoves the prankster farther down the hallway. That quick gulp may feel refreshing for 2 seconds, but it usually does not escort capsaicin away from the alarm button. Milk is different. Milk does not cool spice like a snowstorm sweeping through your mouth. It helps remove the prankster from the alarm button. A glass of milk brings fat, and it also brings casein proteins, which can help bind to capsaicin and carry it off those receptors better than plain water. So in the doodle version, a calm milk carton arrives with tiny mops, peels capsaicin off the oily wallpaper, and gently tells the chili gremlin, "Sir, you cannot keep doing this." Yogurt can help. Lassi can help. Sour cream on a taco is not just delicious dairy confetti. It is a small cleanup crew with a job. So the strange truth is that spicy food feels hot because capsaicin hijacks your heat and pain sensors, not because it is physically burning your mouth. Back at Mouth Apartments, the sprinklers are dripping, the red hallway lights are fading, the tongue residents are sweaty and dramatic, and the chili prankster is being escorted out by a milk carton with very professional posture. Not a real burn, just the world's tastiest false alarm. And as always, stay curious. If your body has another tiny alarm, weird reflex, or everyday sensation that feels like it deserves a doodle explanation in the tidbits margins, send it our way.